Welcome to another episode of Canobie Park, 120 Years of Fun. It's a episode about the Yankee Cannonball roller coaster that got built in 1930 for an amusement park called Lakewood Park in Waterbury, Connecticut. Then 1936, the park. 1935, Lakewood Park closed down. So they sold the coaster to Canobie Park in 1936. So Canobie had a whole bunch of trucks move piece by piece of the wood structure to Salem, New Hampshire. And Mr. Holland was the owner at the time. And he bought the roller coaster and rebuilt it. So this wooden coaster is an out and back coaster. And I heard the coasters, they had to take off 6 inches off the roller coasters to fit it in the parking lot. So 1954, Hurricane Carol hit the park August 30th, 1954, and destroyed the first hill. And they had to rebuild it. So the roller coaster is called the Greyhound. When the coaster came to the park in 1936. But they renamed it to the Yankee Cannonball in 1983. So Lakewood Park in Connecticut is right here. So the roller coaster was along the lake. So this is Lakewood Park right here. And so the wooden coasters was somewhere along the lake. This is Yankee Cannonball at Lakewood Park. That coaster do not look like no cannonball. But they redesigned it, but this is the same coaster was in Lakewood Park. And they redid it. They took 6 inches off. But this is the same coaster as today at Canobie Park. This is the coaster in 1934. The coaster is a little bit higher. The turnaround was a little bit higher right here. That's the turnaround. So they had to shorten the height because Canobie got a height restriction. So this is the whole Zach ride right here. So this is Cannonball at Lakewood Park. So see? Coaster looks different. Real different. This is at Lakewood Park in Woodbury, Connecticut. This is Yankee Cannonball at its first life. So Lakewood Park closed down 1935. Mr. Holland, the owner of Canobie Park, heard about this park was closed down, so he wanted to build a wooden coaster to attract people to the park. So he bought the coaster from Lakewood and he brought it to Canobie Park and opened it by 1936. So this is a coaster getting construction and ready to go to Canobie Lake. So this is the Greyhound before it became Yankee Cannonball. So this is the Greyhound. You're ready to go up the left. So this is 1936. And the Greyhound is now open for the 1936 season. And they had great reviews on this ride. A lot of people love it. A lot of people had lots of fun on this new attraction. So Harlan tore down the Mammoth coaster, and then he put the Greyhound coaster in the spot. Is where it is today. So Greyhound is now at Mammoth spot. This is the Mammoth coaster before the Greyhound came to the park. So this is the Greyhound front entrance. That's how the stations looked like at the time. So this is 1940. 1940, this is the front of the Greyhound. People line up right there, and people get off right there. So that's the entrance of the coaster, and this is the exit of the ride. Looks different now. The trees is not there now. The station is a brand new, whole new station. So this is the old station in 1940 of the Greyhound, aka Yankee Cannonball. So here's an old picture of the Greyhound coaster. So this is 1964 at Canobie Lake Park. Park looks different then. This is a Greyhound from the air. I love this. It's a Greyhound from the air 1964 at Canobie Lake Park. And the park looks so different at that time. So Hurricane Carol hit the park, torn out of the hill, fresh drop, and they rebuilt the fresh drop. This is a out and back coaster. So the coaster got built by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, located in Pennsylvania. The coaster company is known as building carousels, coaster trains, and old winter coasters, and the teacup color-up ride. They built fun houses too. So Canobie Lake Park hired the same company who built Yankee Cannonball. They built Dance Hall Theater. So to this day now, you could look up in the inside when you sit inside Dance Hall Theater. Before the show, just look up. You could see the same structure up in the air, same structure as the Canobie Lake Yankee Cannonball coaster. You could see the square and X, one of the structures on top of the dance hall inside. So it's made by the same company. And I heard the 6 inches they took off the Cannonball, they used that wood to build Dance Hall Theater. So that's why, you look up, that's part of the Yankee Cannonball. So Yankee Cannonball 1 is part of the Dance Hall Theater. A lot of people do not know about that. So this is like the 1990s. They had the yellow structure railings on top. It's my favorite ever of the park in the 1990s. In the 1990s, they used to have flags on the turnaround, and it's like my favorite part because we hit the road, like hit North Policy Street. That's the first thing you see. The old Canobie Lake sign. You see the Yankee Cannonball flags. So in 2013, Yankee Cannonball got a historic landmark by the American Constitution. So from 1936 to up to the mid 90s, they had two train operation. So they used to run trains every 60 seconds. So the year 2001, Yankee Cannonball had an accident. The train collided with the other train. So they lowered the train, and people was waiting for the second train to come back. So the train came to the station, and the train didn't stop, and the train crashed to the train that was about to go up the hill. So it hit the news. A week later, Six Flags New England had the same accident with Superman ride still. Same exact accident. Train collided over there. So we had a bad 2 weeks with New England amusement parks in that year. So now they stopped running two trains. So now they running one train with a Cannonball. But now I talked to the park staff, and the park staff told me if they want to do another two train operation, they have to do the whole brake run over again. They have to rebuild the whole brake run. It would cost them a lot of money. It would be way too expensive, so the park don't want to do that yet. So right now it'll be one train operation till the park decides to do the brake run. I hope they do. They do need another two train operations. There's that wait for the Yankee Cannonball. Long summer busy day, the Yankee Cannonball line could get up to 1 hour. I'm gonna wait an hour and 10 minutes to ride Yankee Cannonball this summer. So this is the second train. So every year they switch trains. So this year they used the first train. Next year they use the second train, so they rotate the trains every year. So the first trains in the season running, they do maintenance work on the second train. After that, next brand new season come, the second train be on the track. The first train be on the brake run. They do maintenance work. Still see the second train right there. So this is the train station. The station looks different from the Greyhound. It looked the same, but a little different. They put a waterfall. But they took the waterfall out in 2020. So 2020, that waterfall is not there now. Just like a big, the landscape not there anymore. They redid it. Now just a slab of concrete now. 2020, they redid the Yankee Cannonball entrance. So they did a queue line. So now they got a big tent covering you from the hot sun. So this is a Yankee Cannonball t-shirt. Beautiful. So this is the old souvenir of the park. They put Yankee Cannonball on the souvenirs that people could buy. I had to put this in here. It's the old Cosmo Jets. I had to put that in there. They sold this in 1997. I got this button. I still got this button. And no, I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it as my collector item. I collect stuff like this. There's another shirt I got from 1997. The Yankee Cannonball. I love this shirt. One of my favorite shirts. I still got this shirt at my house. So this is Yankee Cannonball at 1995 Park Eye map. That's the map of the Cannonball. I got this shirt too. A American Classic, Yankee Cannonball, 1936. I got this shirt too. I gotta hang it up. So 2013, American Coaster Studios had a Coaster Con in New England. So one of the Coaster Con days, they had a historic landmark ceremony at Canobie Park. And yes, I was there when they did the landmark. So this landmark plaque is right on the station. So when you pass the station, you could see the landmark. Beautiful. Yeah, and they had a great ceremony because I was there. The park owners was there, and congratulations on Yankee Cannonball. That's the first drop. So this is another episode of Canobie Park, 120 Years of Fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode about the Yankee Cannonball. I will have more history videos of this 120 Years of Fun anniversary series. If y'all like, press like. See you guys in the next episode.